It's Sunday morning, November 24th, second day of gun season. I'm out here in John's Tower again, on the far east side. After a deer we call law firm. It was a pretty quiet morning. I did bump a little buck out of here coming in, so I'm not too surprised. But I did end up seeing 3 other bucks and some thick stuff to my south here. They were cruising pretty good. It's a pretty thick stuff, so I didn't get a good look at them. And they did pop out down the logging rows at my waist. I know it was one smaller buck in front, probably 1.5, and then a bigger buck stopped. I pulled up my binocs, determined that 95% was law firm. So of course put my binos down, grabbed my shooting stick and my gun, and he was gone. Assuming he's bedded somewhere out on this point. We'll be back here this afternoon. I'll probably leave everything in the blind and come back, and hopefully he comes in again like he did yesterday about 4 o'clock. Monday afternoon of gun season. I just sat down in the blind, just snuck in here. Got this doe in front of me. As you can hear, probably hear, it's quite windy, so I wasn't expecting deer to be moving this early. It's 2:40 right now. I figured we wouldn't get movement until the last hour, but she's out there already. It's a good sign. Got our all-season mix out here. Did great this year, even with dry conditions. And straight down in front of me, we got a clover mix. So. This time, actually, deer's not turkeys. Just need a buck to follow them up. Actually, not a buck. 1 buck. We're just looking for bladed brood. But you never know. We could get a surprise shooter that shows up. This is one of our issues where we say the cell cameras 10% rule. Our cameras are set to 1 to 2 minute intervals. There's one. There's another one. There's a third. I have 7 deer out here. And I just got one picture right there. Morning of Tuesday, November 26th out here in Wisconsin, gun deer season. It's about 20 degrees this morning, kind of chilly. I'm in the middle of a farm, sitting in the line that we call Nate's Mouse House. Really just kind of trying to see something different. We have one camera out here, haven't seen a lot of deer on it. Thinking maybe we might get something popping in here with some of the pressure with the gun deer season, so the neighbors may be pushing some deer around. I'm really, I think, out of range of my 2 targets, but with the wind we have today, I just don't have a good spot to be setting up, especially with this cold and windy weather we got this morning. This afternoon I got a good spot picked out to go after bladed brown. Jimmy thought he saw him driving into camp this morning, so it'll be in that area. Jim and Dusty are across the way from me here, sitting together. Dusty's videoing Jim. Going after a law firm. They don't have the best wind either, but it's getting to be crunch time, so they're going after it. We'll see what happens. Hang tight. Quite what we're looking for. Decent 9-point. Still don't see bladed brown. Some on to my right that are in camera. It's pretty thick, so I'm trying to determine what they are.
It's Saturday, Wisconsin gun season after Thanksgiving here, so I'm out here in the ground set trying to do this a little bit traditionally here. I got Jim Sr.'s gun, open sights, and I'm sitting what I call behind the barns at the main farm, and hopefully I can get a doe to just come out of this wood lot here and into this pasture and move through. I've had a lot of success back here over the years. I got the right wind, it's in my face, thermals coming down the hills. Here I got cows in the background. This one's for you, Jimmy. We miss you, buddy. What a hunt. There's this apple tree behind me. I've killed many does out of there over the years. This is the first time I ever shot this gun. I heard 2 shots today. One of them was mine. Oh, let's go check her out. She's a big fat doe. Oh, what a great hunt. Thank you, Jimmy Jr., for letting me borrow this gun. It's a pleasure. Open sights. What a great hunt. I got this zoomed out just a bit so you guys can enjoy the sunset here in southwestern Wisconsin. Saturday evening of gun season. Just shot a beautiful doe with my buddy Jim Sr.'s gun. Lost him in early November and killed waiver wire on Saturday morning of opening day. Killed a lot of does right in this area. You can kind of slip up in here, watch the hillside, and let them come down without any pressure. And right over here where she was feeding is an apple tree, and I think there's only about 6 apples left on the tree, but she was hoping to get one of the 6. Last day of Wisconsin gun season, Sunday, 7 degrees, wind in my face. I'm a little bit off the top of the hill, but it's cold. About as frozen as P. Diddy's assets, that cold. But I've been enjoying this tagged out tour, as I call it, where I can hunt some of these stands I haven't got to. So it's a stand we call New Oak. It's on the main farm. It's a nice little ladder tucked into a red oak tree here with the leaves fluttering. You can get away with some movement and a little bit of talking like I'm doing right now. So does have been in here trying to bust up the frozen pond. So we got trail camera pics, so I got some MRIs. See if with any luck here I can shoot a doe here this morning and finish this season off, and then I will be moving on to the doe season with our buddies here in a few weeks. Can you believe that? My hands are frozen, I'm sorry. Apologize for the camera work, but can you believe that? Law firm came in. That's a deer I have tremendous history with. Passed him 2 years ago with the gun. Could have party tagged, hunted, killed him, but we need deer to keep us excited year after year, and that's going to be one of them. He just about jumped into the stand with me. Those of you that think the rut is over, Jimmy, grunting, chasing, running, pushing does all over the place. So, got a doe down, shot her at 15 feet. Just so you know, I haven't turned on any heat this year. I got blinds, I got all this stuff, and you know, you have to push to get on deer sometimes, and I got every piece of clothing on that I own, battery powered vests for this moment. So, but what an awesome hunt. And I got a doe down. The old 30-06 at 10 feet does some damage. Thanks again for joining us. Goliath Pursuits, Waiver Wire, Bladed Brow, Split Ear, Law Firm, all in front of Rusty's cameras this season. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. I gotta go get a deer.